Years ago, I had this therapist, Zovik, that was very influential. And I was telling her that if I won the lottery, if I had all the money in the world, I would want to get therapy the whole day. And even want to have a bunch of therapists, like a whole panel of them, so I could talk to them. And she was saying, why would you want that? It's one-sided. And she gestured like this, you and I, it's one-sided. It is. You pay them, you pay a therapist to listen to you. It seems that's all they do. You talking, they don't want to do anything about what you're telling them. Right? They may not say much at all. They just sit there and look back at you and you wonder whether they're actually real. There was a cartoon, a comic I saw when I was a kid. There's this guy is talking to a barman, but he doesn't see that behind the bar you're looking, that barman isn't a real person because he's standing like a mannequin on a stand. It's not a real person. And I remember my dad was, I think, was showing that to my brother in front of me, and he said, well, it's a good thing that barman isn't walking around, because if he was, that man talking to the barman would see it's not real. He's standing there like he's real, he's listening, but it's not a real thing. That's how the therapists are. Like, you talk and talk and talk, and we've had them for years. They just don't say or do anything. And when you ask them about that, they say two things. They all say, I'm sorry you feel that way. And then they say, what are your expectations of therapy? And then anything you say, they say, well, we can't do that. You know we can't do that. We can't do anything. That's all they say. They may say few words of guidance. I remember one thing Zovik told me about the relationship I was in at the time. She said, grass is greener when you water it. I think the relationship, you nurture it, you water it, it's gonna so Tanya was saying the church she's been in while she was gone, what it was, what it's done to her, it's made her one of those Christians who she kept us like, if you keep talking about the enemy, can you stop? She says, well, it's in the Bible. Don't you believe in the Bible? So, well, it's bad. You keep saying those terms that are bad. She says, aren't you Christian? Don't you believe in the Bible? Well, it's bad. Regardless of, can you just see you keep saying those bad terms? And it reminded me of the cops. The cops kept scolding me and forcing me to have that criminal, malicious criminal, cruel criminal in my house. And they said, it's the law. We don't write the laws, we enforce it, but you're doing wrong. You're doing wrong. You're doing bad. And Tanya was speaking wrong, speaking bad, but justifying it by saying it's in the Bible, and they keep saying it's the law. Well, the law is bad. If that's making you do this, it's bad. You're doing wrong, you're doing bad. And you're justifying it by saying it's in the book, it's written, we have to do it. How can you explain that? Then you're doing wrong. How can you not see you're doing wrong? You're doing bad. Can you see that it's bad, regardless of the justification you give to it? And the cops say we're not allowed to tell you how we feel about what we're doing. Well, it's not convenient because you're doing bad. Right? If they were to, can you have them acknowledge you're doing wrong, you're doing bad, regardless? Can you acknowledge what you've done to me is bad, it's wrong? But you say you have to do it. That's wrong. You having to do it is wrong, it's bad. There's no justification for it. The justification itself is wrong and bad. Then what is it really? What is it really? All this obvious cruelty in broad daylight. It is directed towards me, right? I do get the brunt of it. And you don't want to tell me why you're doing it. You just tell me you have to do it. Because it's in the book or because it's the law. It's the law, you have to do this to me. Why? Why? Janet was asking, why were you scolding me on these sessions? And I said, you saying that for me to leave? She said, you're reading motivation, you're assigning motivation. Okay, if that's not the motivation, what is it? You were scolding me over and over in all these paid sessions. Why? You were telling me, scolding me, saying you're the one throwing this in. The source that's projecting this world. It's hidden. Who is it? Really? Who is doing all this? It's me. The part of me that is hidden. The part of me that's drawing this in is hidden. I wouldn't want to do this to myself. I'm the one drawing it in. Is that really the truth? I'm the one being cruel to myself. If that's going on, the source of it is hidden. Whether it's me or not, it's being hidden. And that's what I ask to be revealed. Show yourself. Show yourself. You with whom I've spent my whole life with. Reveal to me who you are. Somebody running this show. Nobody can make up this stuff. Right? It's all happening. It seems to all be it's consistent throughout my life, the theme. It is intelligent, super intelligent. It is conveying a message my whole life. Reads like a movie, like it's been scripted. And yet it's hidden. Is it not? We do believe in a God. There is something there. We all can know. The people who, because of the cruelty, say there's no God. How can there be God if if God allows all these suffering? And then the Christians say, well, it's the devil. Well, who are they? Who is God? Who is the devil? Because something there, it's all here for some reason. Something is being conveyed. It is super intelligent. Who is it? Who am I? Who are you? Who is God? The Bible is just words. I think what it is beyond words. It doesn't really give us an answer. Really, it's not there. Who are the people watching? I see an eye on the left side with 2 on it. Who are you? You have an answer. Who are you, really? Flip side of who am I? I'm speaking, you watching. Who are we? What's going on, really? What's really going on? We're on the stage of life. Who's the director? Who's the producer? Who's behind the stage, behind the curtain? The puppeteer who's puppeteering us. And we have free will. We're the one running the show. There's some part of us running the show that isn't evident. The part of it that's running me seems to be the part that's running you. It's the same source is running the whole show. It's only one source. We all emanate from a source. Yet that source is elusive to us. Is it not? Like this aquarium, the fish inside this aquarium. That's how I saw myself in the dream. Well, maybe this world is like a simulation. We're inside it, kept inside. Someone's keeping us in this aquarium, watching us. Why would it seem that way? Are the fish aware of us outside the aquarium, watching them? That's what my relationship with God seems to be, is someone on the outside looking at me, but I can't see them. I don't know that they're there. I just know there's something going on, but it's hidden. What's outside of the perceived world that would make what's happening here, have it make sense, is hidden. And at some point it would need to be revealed. That's what I've wanted my whole life, is to see that which is hidden.